question that many people ask me: how do I choose my dog? The most important thing is to think first. How are you? What kind of person are you? It's like building a dating app. You need to be able to tell useful stuff about you first. It's simple as that. Are you active or are you a couch potato? Do you want to do a lot of things with your free time? Or do you prefer a laid back environment? Are you somebody who reacts slower, or are you somebody who is on their feet immediately? These are some things that are useful to think. Then, when we think about the dog, a very, very useful tip is to think about the background. Why does the dog exist? Now we can only talk about full breed dogs. With mixed breeds, it's a little bit different, but I get back to it later on the video. But when you have a full breed in your mind, go and search, why does the dog exist? What was it bred for? Because it's very different if you have an English bulldog or if you have a Dalmatian. The Dalmatian, for example, was made to run next to the horse carriages. So you immediately know it's going to be a dog that requires a lot of activity. It's not maybe the best choice for somebody who would like to just have a nice stroll around the blocks, or has maybe some problem with the knee, or is maybe an older person. I'm not saying those are absolutely no-nos, but it's something that you need to know. If you want a border collie but you're not ready, you don't have the possibility to let it shepherd. You need to be able to stimulate the mind enough. You cannot take the dog and come part of your life if you're not ready to offer that mental stimulation. Otherwise, the behavior just will come out in different kind of ways, and normally it's so-called bad behavior, even though the dog is just trying to express a need that is not addressed. So first you look at yourself properly in the mirror. What do you need? What do you want? And then you start looking at the background of the breed. Why was it bred for? I, for example, would like to have a bloodhound one day. But I know that if I get a bloodhound, I need to have time to work with the olfactory things with it, because it's not like my mixed breed female here. She likes doing olfactory things, but she doesn't need them on a daily basis as much as the bloodhound would. If I take a bloodhound, I know that there's basically no place where I can leave it roam without a leash, because if the bloodhound senses something, he needs to go. And it's not dog's problem. It's then my problem if the dog is not on leash, because he will follow his nose. Simple as that. Then you of course have to think about the size of the dog. Do you want a bigger dog? Do you want a smaller dog? Do you want to travel with it with ease? Do you want to be able to lift it up to your lap? Do you need a bigger dog in your life because you want it to act a little bit like a guardian? There are many factors to think. There's also the factor of money. There's a difference if you have an English Mastiff that will eat a lot because it's huge, or if you have a Chihuahua. It will affect the veterinary cost, it will affect to everything. But the money shouldn't be the main reason, and it shouldn't be the biggest reason of choosing a dog. Because if you make it about money, you shouldn't have a dog at all. I'm not saying that people who don't have cash shouldn't have dogs, but it shouldn't be the reason, because anything in life can happen. There was a time in my life where I had a dog and I didn't have a lot of money. I was really, really struggling. I remember one time after I got my paycheck, I paid all the bills and the dog food, and the dog was covered. And there was 2 weeks, my next paycheck, and my bank account showed €3, so about $3. So you don't want to be in that situation. I was able to push through it, like many other obstacles I faced in life. But it shouldn't be like this. So plan ahead as much as you can, and don't make it about money. Make it about what you need in your life and what is the dog made for. The last thing that you should be looking are looks. You might have preferences. You might like big dogs. You might like loopy ears or pointy ears or certain kind of facial features, and that's completely okay. Looks are good too, but like building the dating profile or the imaginary dream spouse, you have the list of characters first. I had a list of characters. I need to have a partner that is trustworthy. He needs to have same kind of ideas of the big things that I do. He needs to be smart. Then came the looks. I wanted my husband to be smoking hot. So even if I'm angry at him, I can look, well, but that needs to be the last of the things. And then one more thing, never ever take dog out of pity. Because then it's the pity that says, okay, I'm going to take that dog because the dog doesn't have anything. I might be that it doesn't fit your lifestyle. It doesn't fit your character. And then who suffers? The dog suffers and you suffer. And that's not the point of it. Then what comes to the breeds that are mixed, we don't know what's in the dog. On those cases, we can just take a good guess. I can see there's most likely some shepherd in it. So what are the characters of the shepherd? There's most likely some hunting breed in it. Can I deal with the dog if it hunts? Or this dog has a pug in it. What does it mean? Might be that he likes to be like a lapdog, even though he's huge. We have to think about all of these things, but with the mixed breeds, it's a good guess. I have 3 dogs here in my house at the moment. One is completely mixed breed. I don't know what's in her. When I went to meet her at the shelter, I looked at the physical characters, and then I looked closely about her behavior. And I thought, she's most likely some sort of shepherd, but that kind of shepherd that looks first and then reacts. Not shepherd like a German shepherd that wants to be on point. I have also one of those, paperless, but she's definitely the pure one. And there's a big, big difference in their behavior. The German shepherd is on point immediately, and my older lady, she just watches if she needs to get up or not. Then we have also the Otis that looks like an English Springer Spaniel, but he's tiny. So I don't know what's in the mix, but I know something that likes to hunt little lizards and sometimes birds. With other animals, he seems to be okay. So there we go. When you're choosing a dog, keep in mind your attributes and keep in mind why does the breed exist. And then you have a good guess. When you can match yourself with a good breed, then you're good to go. After that, when you've chosen the kind of dog, then you go, do I want a female or a male? What fits my life situation at the moment? A puppy, an adult dog, or maybe an older dog? Can I handle sickness? Can I take a dog that has some physical problem or some sickness? These are things that you think later on in the process. And those are, when you choose, okay, I want a puppy, then you prepare for the puppy. If you choose an older dog, you prepare for the older dog. But the basics you need to choose first. They need to be like when you're building a house, it needs to have a concrete base. Same thing you need to do when you're choosing a dog. That's the real talk today. I hope to see you in comments. And tell me, how did you choose your dog? Or did it choose you? Might be like this too. Have a wonderful day.